Welcome to D2 Destinations, where today we go out and explore some of the great roads in Tampa Bay. Welcome along for another ride out on the Goldwing today. Just a beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. There you can see the skyline. Going to take a little ride and talk about a few things today that I've been thinking about. Nice way out of town to get away from the city traffic. I'm going up West Shore right now, and this just winds through the west part of Tampa going towards the airport. And if you want to get out of town in Tampa, one of the best ways to do that is the Suncoast Parkway. So we're going to head up there and go north. One thing you don't want to do is try and get onto I-4 eastbound and then 275 northbound. There's just so much traffic, so much congestion. That's just not the recommended way to go. So here we go. Gonna head out of town for the back roads. Expressway, toll road 589 north. I like the toll road only because it tends to have a little less traffic anyways, and it's one of the quickest ways to get north out of Tampa. We're right over near the airport. And if you don't have a sun pass in Florida, you really should if you live here. You can see that on my dash right above the vent. You can have one account with multiple transponders. I have one in my truck for daily driving and one on the motorcycle. That way, if you know, a toll road comes up, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to stop. You just keep rolling through the sun pass lanes, and it makes it a lot easier. We're going to take the Ehrlich Road exit and take a left over to Gunn Hwy. North on Gunn Hwy, and one of my favorite motorcycle shops is right here on the right. That's where I bought this bike. That's Euro Cycles. From Gunn Hwy, we're turning left onto Racetrack Road, heading towards the roundabout. It'll bring us up to a roundabout up here that was put in a few years ago. I think it's helped out with the traffic flow, but I'm not a real big fan of roundabouts myself, especially if you get in one with a driver that's never been in one before. So here it is coming up. We're gonna go just around the circle here to the left and continue on Racetrack. We're heading westbound on Racetrack, and that's the direction we're going to continue. There's another motorcycle out today. I'm taking the roundabout this way. Now we're heading towards Patterson. We're going to take a right on Patterson up to Tarpon Springs Road. Here we're coming up on Patterson, making our right hand turn here. We're going to enjoy it today while we have it. Just a beautiful Saturday afternoon. A wonderful golf course here on the left, part of the Silver Dollar Club. Another bike out for a nice ride today. Golf course on the left, and we have the shooting skeet range here on the right. Silver Dollar Shooters Club. one of the reasons I love Patterson. It's out of the main city. More of a country feel to it, not too far from the city. And you have some pretty good winding roads. There's another bike. Out for a ride. He knows about this road, as do, I guess, most of the riders in the Tampa Bay area have at one time or another been on Patterson. Just because it has these wonderful curves. And this is going to go north, and it tees into Tarpon Springs Road, which we're going to take to the right and back over to Gunn Hwy to continue our trip today. There is another turn off once we get up here off of Tarpon Springs Road that I'll show you, and that's called Boy Scout Road. Now Boy Scout, that'll take you back down to the roundabout that we just went through earlier. It's curvy, but it's more sweepers. It doesn't have any tight corners really, not like some of those that we just went through here, Patterson. But here's our right hand turn onto Tarpon Springs Road. And if you wanted to head back to Racetrack Road, you would take a right here on Boy Scout, just making sure that they see we're coming through. And we're going to continue by going this way. We're going back to Gunn Hwy, and we'll take Gunn Hwy up to West Lake Fern Road. I'll show you that, and that way you can get back onto the Suncoast Parkway and go north, or you can continue on a bunch of the back roads, including 41 and Erin Cutoff and Bellamy Brothers, which I'll show you coming up. But for a Saturday to get out and ride your motorcycle, it's just a nice route to stay away from quite a bit of the traffic. Certainly don't want to be on 275 north right now, coming through Malfunction Junction or going out I-4. That's just, that's no fun. Unless you absolutely have to go that way, I'd avoid it. But yeah, I ride a lot of these back roads, but I do have the Sun Pass because the Suncoast Parkway is one of those, and if you go across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, that's always a fun scenic route. It's always better to have your Sun Pass handy. Tarpon Springs Road comes back to Gunn Hwy. We're going to take a left on Gunn Hwy. And if you need fuel, there is a Circle K right here on the left. This left brings us right back onto Gunn Hwy. And not far up here, there's another curve that goes to the left, but our turn goes to the right off of there. That is Lake Fern Road. I'll show you that in a minute. Is to the right here. As you can see, you can continue to the left, but this will take us headed back towards the back roads that we want to go to today. We stay on Lutz Lake Fern Road until we run into Highway 41, also known as the North Dale Mabry Highway. From there, we head north up 41 to Erin Cutoff, which is route number 583, a right on Erin Cutoff up to Route 52, where we make another right-hand turn. Turned right here on 52, but now we're going to take a left, and this is on Bellamy Brothers Road. It'll take us up into some nice roads where there's not a whole lot of traffic, and a couple of windy roads up in there too. Some have tree canopies covering them, but Again, this is Bellamy Brothers Road, as you can see there on the sign. Some nice curves to it, some cattle. Just winds up through Florida farm country, just a little south of Brooksville. See, there's a couple more motorcycles, a couple cars up from us up there. Out for a nice ride today. Nice and cool out today, about low 70s. But that's an ominous place for a telephone pole, I'll tell you. Be careful of that. Bellamy Brothers Road becomes Culbreath Road, Route 581. We then take Culbreath Road all the way up to Powell Road, where we make a right-hand turn on Powell Road. Powell Road has gentle curves that seem to be at a higher elevation. And keep an eye out in these fields. I've seen wild turkey out here, as well as a couple of deer. Not to mention all the cattle in the farms, and every now and then a motorcycle and some llama. This next left-hand turn is a little tricky because you're headed downhill, where you seem like you want to accelerate, but you need to slow down. I'm going to be making a left here onto Cedar Ln. This is going to take us up to one of the best barbecues in the area. It's up here on the left at the corner of Cedar and Cortez, which is actually Route 50. Nice little elevation changes and curves here as we work our way north up to State Road 50. And after we get a bite to eat at the barbecue place, there's a gas station you may want to check out. It's a Speedway gas station where a bunch of the riders come by to fuel up. It's kind of in the center of all of this riding area. I'll show you that in a couple minutes. Barbecue place on the left hand side. Bunch of bikes out today. Coming up to get their barbecue. So if you want some great barbecue, come on up to the corner of Cedar and Cortez, and you can come to this great little place right here for Southern Family Barbecue. It's awesome. You gotta check out this menu. The menu's fantastic. Look at that. Order right here. It comes right out, and you've got a fantastic area to eat inside or out. I love the pulled pork sandwich with the sweet barbecue sauce. Oh, that is good. And now we're going to get back on the bike and ride back. It's another beautiful day on the Goldwing. You can see they have a nice picnic area here to eat out back if you want to eat outside. Today there's quite a line to get inside, but once you're done, you can take a left here right up to State Road 50, which is also Cortez Boulevard, and this will take you over to that gas station I was telling you about. We'll ride by there, and if you're in this area and you need some fuel, that's a great place to stop because it's kind of like a revolving motorcycle show. Bikes come in from all over that are riding out here and get a little fuel before they head back home. We're coming up on the gas station up here on the right. Right here at the Speedway. You can get fuel before you leave. This is at the corner of State Road 50 and Spring Lake Highway. Typically there's a bunch of bikes in the back over here, but doesn't look like it today, just a few. Out back there's a commemorative picnic bench where you can have a bite to eat before you get back on the bike and head out. My microphone wasn't working here, so I'm just going to voice over here. I was kind of disappointed there weren't more bikes here. I was there a little later in the day. Usually there are a lot of motorcycles hanging out here. But you can get some fuel and then head back on the road. South, we're going to go back down to Powell Road. And then you can follow Powell Road the same route we came back, or you can take Powell Road over to 41 and then duck down 41 to the Suncoast Parkway and take the fast way home. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. I'll get up here to Powell Road and take a right. And this will take us all the way back to backcountry roads if you want to go that way. Or today I'm gonna head back to the Suncoast Parkway. It's getting a little later in the afternoon. It's about 3:43. So this will be a little quicker ride back than it was coming through all the windy roads up here. That's great having you guys along. We appreciate you watching the channel and tuning in. If you have any questions on anything, anytime, please just leave them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you on those. But it's always good to get out for a ride on a nice cool Saturday in Florida. But we're going to stay on Powell Road, westbound to 41 South, instead of turning left on Culbreath Road. We're going to take left here, 41 South, head down to the County Line Road, which will take us back to the Suncoast Parkway. Here we go. To Suncoast Parkway right here. And look through the gears, right? There we go. Heading home. Coming up on Memorial Highway. And from here, of course, you can get on to 60 westbound and go to Pinellas County and the beaches, or continue south here by the airport and down into Tampa. So thanks for coming along, guys. See, we got a little shrubbery in the road here. It's always good having you guys along. I appreciate you tuning into the channel and helping us out. If you can, just give us a like and subscribe if you would. That way, when a new video comes out, you can be alerted to that. Of course, it's all free. No obligation there. But love talking to you guys. And thanks again for watching D2 Destinations. We'll see you next time. Thanks for riding along today. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can bring you more videos.